Good afternoon, everybody. This is Harmeet from Sigma Picks. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to be going over QQQ, SPY, and IWM, the three ETFs that I follow. Just looking at what is the state where we go from here, and all the things that we had discussed previously. Kind of, they have played out for the last month, and we kind of have a little bit more clearer idea what's going on. Let's get going. All right, so. Last time we were here, we were, let's just quickly look at SPY. We were seeing that SPY needed to get over this major resistance point, which is 431.73, which was the last major wave that was on the downside. Okay, so we went through that. This gives us a little bit more credence to the fact that we can't say the larger fourth corrective wave is almost over, but we don't have the confirmation yet. The confirmation comes whenever we make a new high, or we know that it gets to a close enough point where we can say, okay, it's reached the attenuation point for wave 5, where wave 5 comes a little bit lower than the last third wave, saying that was an attenuation wave, and can say that it was an attenuation wave, and but we haven't gotten to the point. So once we get there, we'll discuss that furthermore. So right now, I do think the second wave is over, the evidence being that it is above the first wave, and then we are in this larger money wave. Okay, there are a few things that you guys can go back and look at yourself, is just to see. I think there's a lot of you are the viewers are extremely intelligent, and you can probably work out the fib levels for the third wave yourself. If not, we'll probably be posting it sometime next week, just to show you guys where I think the third wave has extensions. Okay, so that's pretty much what you want to look at. Figure out your 100%, 127 and 161 extensions off of the second wave. So that just all that means is, extended the first wave right here, extended from the second wave, and then you have your 100%, 127 and 1618. Those are the major extensions you want to start looking at. So I think that's something that people can work out on their own. I do believe that we will be hitting one of those waves sooner than later, and the extension points for the third wave sooner than later. I do expect it. This right here, just I want you to be mindful of. Let's just quickly bring that back. That this move right here is akin to almost a little bit of parabolic. It has those qualities of being a little parabolic. So just be mindful of that, and understand that if this momentum keeps going, we could be looking at 450 and 460 as our targets for now. And just expect that high momentum moves also have quite a hectic of a drawdowns also. So if this is the third wave, I do expect the fourth wave to come back and at least test this area, which is 431.73. It could do that now also. Okay, so what you can do is right here, that I'm thinking that this move down has a big chance of making this J hook type structure, coming back and retesting this 431.73 zone. This is where we want to, if it does come back to that, I want to start looking at being long again. And that gives us a great line in the sand that if it goes below it, then you probably don't want to be long. Of course, anything above that is bullish, anything below that is somewhat bearish. What I don't want to see is get through this wave to get below this level. Okay, let's just quickly, let me get this level for you guys, exact level. So what I don't want to see is get below this 418.31 level, this level right here. Okay, that just tells me that this is not the money wave. The third wave is not the money wave. There's something more going on to the fifth wave. It could also mean that this is part of an ending diagonal. Okay, the fourth wave can come into the first wave territory, and if it does, that means it's an ending diagonal. So we'll go through it if and when we get to that scenario. Otherwise, just staying bullish above 431, I think sounds pretty reasonable for now. All right, so let's just go and to the next channel, next chart. Sorry. So the QQQs, I was pretty excited last time, and it kind of has come to a point where this, again, it has the property of being parabolic. Okay. Just be aware of that. Okay. And it can come back and test some of these other zones that are, this 339, 340, 334, or 321. Those are all in the realm of a pullback for a parabolic move. But this does not mean, just because I'm thinking of a pullback here, does not mean that it could stop here. As we know, momentum can easily take it towards this 393 level, and of course the confirmation for all-time high is at 408.71. So there's a lot to say. We got the pullback at a major extension, and which was hitting the last major wave down from that. Okay, so there's a lot going on with QQQs. We've been bullish QQQs forever. We've been bullish since back here, okay, 280. And if you had stuck around, you would have, everybody would have seen that. I hope you did, that you did not miss out in some of these major moves that Qs saw. For example, Nvidia, Apple, Tesla starting to move. All these big names, Microsoft, Meta, all these big names that are part of the major part of the QQQs have been doing exceptionally well. So those are the things that you also want to be mindful of whenever you're looking into stuff like this. So it's worked out pretty well so far, but we are due for somewhat of a pullback. The things that if it's not a major pullback, the things that I want to look at, this 357.49, so this 358 to 356 zone, or even down to here. Just let's look at some of this. This could also give you a little bit idea, because those are the minor pivots that you could be looking at. We reached a major pivot, okay, and we got a pullback, and that was expected. And anytime these pivots are hit, just be aware that those could become, on those pullbacks, become a buying opportunity. But we still don't know if this is gonna stop. As you know, the momentum, QQs are heavily momentum, rely heavily on momentum, and once they get going, this freight train is kind of hard to stop. So, and if you missed it, you can always wait for the next pullback if and when it comes. All right, so let's go to IWM. It's not much changed about IWM. We still don't know. The way I look at it, I still don't know if the second wave is actually over. Okay, we have not gone through any of the major pivots that are present. Okay, this 201, 199 to 201, this is a major pivot zone. We have not gone through that. And then of course the 212 is the last second wave where it was. So in order for me to become bullish, first and foremost, I want to see how this widening channel breaks out. Okay, it will continue to monitor that. I want to see it move up, so it gives some, this flag right here. And if it moves up and tests this 201 zone or 200 area, there is a great evidence that this second wave is then over, and then we are in the money wave. So um, still being cautious with IWMs. I think all of the three major ETFs following in the same direction is a great sign of things to come. I think that the deviation uh, from any three of them will allow us to know that, hey, markets are not fully confident exactly what they're going, but them all three of them moving in the same direction is a pretty good sign that the markets are coming back around from a bearish time to and time cycle to a more of a bullish time cycle for the next whatever long it is. So I am excited about Qs, but I think a lot of that run has been missed by a lot of people. So just be aware of that. And I think if the Fed does not, I mean, there's a whole other beast in the room. The Fed does not. I mean, how do I want to say this? If they don't screw it up any further, I do see that the next year that we start moving up higher into the bullish territory for IWM. I personally didn't agree with them stopping the rate hikes. I think that if they were going to get the rate hikes, just get them in. There is not much more of a data um, that they can receive within a month that would tell them, oh, we need to raise more. Just get through the cycle, get it done, let the pain be over. My wife says if you're going to get a wax, you just pull the strip right off. Don't wait for it. And that's pretty much Fed is doing. I don't think there is anything more to that. But, at the same time, I hope that they're making the best of it. I don't really have much confidence in that. So we'll see how that plays out, and we'll go from there and roll with the punches. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.